Oh yeah, when I take her out at night, she's bright as day. Giddy up, T4K. My quad core USB-C always ready, T4K. And no charge for that commercial jingle there, Nitecore. But the T4K got this. Hey, what can I say? It's bright all day on the one lumen actually. It's this is wow, this is a lot for a keychain light. It's 1,000 milliamp, and just check out this. Well, the OLED screen here, and as you can see, you turn it on, level 1, Nitecore. Then, okay, so you're at the lowest brightness level, 67 hours, right? So it's like 68 hours is the official time. It's probably not completely charged up. But on and off, okay, turn it on. This panel will go away after it's on for a little while. But then that's the on and off button. This is modes. So you want it brighter, go to the next level. And that's 15 lumens, and it's going to go 21 hours. And 65 lumens will go 7 hours. 200 lumens will go almost 3 hours, 2 hours and 45 minutes. Now you can see my frame rate causing this to look like it's rolling. It's not, it's just the camera. But hold on, you ready? Are you ready? Push and hold for turbo. You get a 10-second blast on this baby. Oh, Lord, it's bright. And see, and it's you keep holding. If you let go, it gets off a turbo. And now off a turbo, back to 200 lumens, because it's going to get warm. It's going to get real warm. Now, you can blast it again, okay? So you can keep doing this until, you know what? I had it the other day, and I kept blasting it back to back. And after a while, it wouldn't hit turbo anymore because it has advanced thermal regulation on it. So when it gets too hot, it ain't going to do that. Now, it's on and off real easy. Click on the switch. This is pretty typical for the Nitecore keychain lights. And then this is your mode. So now we're down to 1. When it comes in the box, it will come where it will, in one mode, there's 2 modes. There's demo mode and daily mode. Demo mode, and you push both these buttons at the same time to switch between them. Push them both, and there's daily, okay? Now on daily mode, you turn it on, it's gonna run until it runs out of juice. That's it, okay? Constant on until you turn it off. Demo mode is where it'll stay lit for 30 seconds. Then it shuts itself off, okay, until you hit the on button again. Or if you hit another brightness level, then it'll continue, probably reset 30 seconds and reset 30 seconds. You know what I mean? Start the clock all over again because you're on a different brightness level. But it will shut off after 30 seconds, which I keep it on demo mode because, I don't want to accidentally leave it on, especially when you have the ultra low beam. You don't even know it's on hardly if you're in a lit area. So yeah, it's nice that it just shut itself off after 30 seconds. Unless you're doing a long, thing like walking the dog or something like that, then you want it on daily mode. Okay, you can do that. See, it shut off because I talked for 30 seconds while it was doing that. Also, note when I turn it back on, it goes back to that same brightness level. Okay, so it has brightness. It'll remember what the brightness level was the last time you were on. And if you 200 lumens, okay, you turn it off, turn it back on, and yes, back to 200 lumens. And when that thing seems to roll here on the display, it's the camera frame rate. So, see, there you go. And that's the way it is. 4 LEDs in this big mess. And they are and you can read the features. You can go to the Nitecore site. Go to the Nitecore site. Nitecore store. I'll give you the link to that. You can go there and you can hit the little thing that'll show the PDF of the owner's sheet, of the owner's manual, and it'll show you this information. You get 4 Cree XP L2 V6 LEDs, max output 4,000, peak intensity of 10,900 candela, 209 meter throw, and all this kind of thing. OLED readout, built-in 1,000 milliamp battery, advanced power cutoff technology, and all this kind of stuff. So it's really interesting. I like it. And it's got a keychain. Now, I put this on. This comes separately in the thing, but you can put these 2 rings together or separately or however you want to do it, or attach it to your flashlight if you want to make it a keychain light. That's a honker of a keychain light, though, you know. And let me weigh it for you. I know it's, you know, it may be a little ridiculous to call this a keychain light because of kind of how square it is. 2.7 ounces at 76.5 grams. So, and it's got a pocket clip, and that's how I carry it. Even though I keep this on there just in case, you could probably put that through a belt loop or something if you wanted to, but just to if it comes out of your pocket, it'll still be attached to something maybe. But, you know, here you got a pocket clip. Pretty deep carry, and the flashlight's pointing up out of your pocket. That's probably a good thing, because if this thing comes on, you'll know, okay? And it won't be pointing down, because if it does, it'll probably warm up your groinal area, and then you'll feel the heat. So yeah, I mean, it's a good thing to do that like that. And you can also take these little Phillips screws out if you want, and take that completely off if you go, I don't need the pocket clip, okay? And take a look at this device here. Supposedly it'll hold, I can't remember, 38 kilos or something. So that's over 50 pounds. That's pretty strong. Check out this button. I didn't even notice this for a while. I've had this for several weeks. You can just push that button right there, see? That button right there, and it releases. So, okay, so you can get it down to this right here if you want, without all this stuff here. Okay, and you probably already saw this, USB-C rechargeable. Now, you can't take the batteries out of here or anything. They're in. But USB-C cord comes with it, and when it starts charging, these both will be blue, backlit with a blue light, and they'll flash. Both of these will. The constant blue on will mean that it's fully charged. Now, you hit this mode button here, and see, it's going to tell you about, first of all, it's going to tell you you're in the demo mode, and then it's going to tell you what your battery looks like here. So that's good. But even when you turn it on, yeah, it's showing you how much time you got left at that. So that's interesting as well. Okay, so here's the box it comes in, which is, this is a solid box, isn't it? Here's what it says on it. And we already went through that, you know, drop, impact resistance, waterproof, etc. IP54 features, 1,000 milliamp, advanced temperature regulation, blah, blah, blah. Okay, and inside, it's magnetic, this flap that comes over here. Okay, open it up, and then you get paperwork inside. You get the USB-C charging cord, and of course, this, which I have on my flashlight. But yeah, this is what you get on here. And snacks, silica. But so, yeah, and the cord is not bad because it's reasonable length, actually, as well. If you check it out, if I can unwind it from itself. But, you know, and, and, you know, so I don't know. I'd say that's at least 18 inches long. So that's not bad. I mean, some of the flashlights that have little recharging cables, it's like this long, or maybe this. But this is good. I mean, it's nice. I'll take more than less, that's for sure. So let me tell you about the lockout mode. I've got it on low right now. I've got it on, at least. You push and hold this power button while it's on to put it in lockout mode. There's two lockout modes, okay? Lockout mode 1, okay? Now we're on lockout mode 1. You try and turn the flashlight on and nothing happens, except because this is a half lock. Number 1 mode is you could push and hold, and oh yes, you can get turbo. And this is just like the way it was on the Tiny 2 with the OLED as well. Lockout 1 keeps the power button from turning it on and off, but you can still push and hold to get turbo. And that's some crazy light. We'll go outside and take a look at what it does, but it's pretty incredible. So to take it out of the lockout mode, quick push and then push and hold. And it took it out. You saw it unlock. So push and hold, lockout mode 1, keep holding, lockout mode 2, lockout mode number 2. This will not work. This will not work either. Okay? Just shows you it's in 2. So nothing will work when it's in lockout mode 2. So easy, same way to get it out of lockout mode 2 as getting it out of lockout mode 1, which is a quick push and then push and hold. And it comes out of the lockout mode and you're back to lit, and then just turn it off. Okay, so this flashlight really, how big is it? Well, it's 3¼ inches long. It's 1.18 by 1.15 depth, so it's over an inch deep, and this way as well, but 3¼ long, probably including this. I don't know for sure. Let's find out, huh? Yeah. At the most, really. It's just shy of 3¼ but it's pretty close to that. And then you can see just a little bit over an inch there. And with that clip, it's going to be, you know, but only a straight inch there until you start getting into that pocket clip. This also has a display demonstration function. I'll show you real quick where it is on your instruction sheet right here. But you can just push this button here, and it'll take long push on this power button, takes you to the low mode, ultra low. See what I'm saying? Keep pressing, hold it. There you go. Now you're going into this demonstration mode, and I'm not touching anything. This will just go through this. Interesting. It doesn't necessarily indicate that that's your true power level or anything. This is just showing you the different modes that it can display. Lockout 1, lockout 2, how to unlock, you know, Nitecore, all that kind of stuff. So that's interesting. And a quick push on either button will take you out of that. So just kind of an interesting little thing. So what do I think about this? I like it. I like Nitecore products overall. This one seems pretty sturdy to me. I think maybe one of the negatives on this, if there are any, is that it goes up to 200 lumens. There's nothing between 200 and 4K turbo. Okay, so 200 is it. Where the Tiny 2, you push and hold turbo and it's 500 lumens, which may be a more usable brightness level. I don't know how long that Tiny 2 will hold that 500 lumen either. But yeah, 4000 is going to get attention. I mean, it's definitely going to light it up. So but 200 lumens is probably not bad, especially if it's going to run for almost 3 hours. You'll be surprised how bright that is when you're outdoors. Okay, and that's pretty much all you'd want to use if you'd want to use that much. But then the turbo is just, I think it's gimmicky, but I like it. I mean, I think it's trick, I guess, rather than gimmicky. I think it's trick. I think it's just a lot of fun. It definitely gets attention from people. I'm thinking about when I took it to the pub and was, blinded half the people in there. No, but I was being discreet about it to a degree, but I was just showing some of my friends, and they were just blown away, going, how much brightness comes out of a little piece of equipment like this. They were just, I think all of them just loved it. Thought this was great, and I do too. As a keychain light, this would be what I'd want to take, and I know it's a little bit more bulky, but yeah, it'll go right in the pocket. Just let it drop to the bottom of your pocket. Actually, you could take that clip off and just put it, let it, drop right into your pocket. It's aluminum casing, hardened aluminum. It's good and solid, and yeah, that is bright. Let's take it outside and see how bright it is. All right, we're outside with the T4K. Let's try it at just the lowest level. Okay. So if you're out walking the dog, not bad. That's definitely going to get the job done right there. Second level. And this one is the 65 lumen. And go up the tree. It's very bright. It's cacti. And of course, it's got a little light at the base, but you can see. Okay. Now that's on the demo mode, by the way, so that's why it did that. Goes back to the last brightness level, and of course we got a full moon, of course. Now we got the 200 lumen level. Walk around a little bit, kind of see what we can see here. It's good, and you get almost 3 hours of runtime at 200 because the battery's pretty stout here. Now let's try the 4K. Yes, makes a big difference, doesn't it? And here it is. We're going to get a limited runtime on this. So let's see what we can see. And that was it. Do it again. There it is. 4,000 lumens. Way down the street. But only for a brief period. So, lowest level. 1 lumen, 15 lumens, 65, 200, 4,000 turbo. It's just insane. This is insane, but it's a lot of fun. Doesn't give you a long burst. All right, what do you think? That's bright outside, isn't it? This thing gets crazy bright. You can hit that turbo back to back, and then finally it'll get so warm that it won't go to turbo anymore until you give it time to cool down. But as far as an EDC flashlight, I think it makes a lot of sense. For women, putting it in their purse, hell, that's no problem. And slide it in your pocket. I've done that in my pocket, and I didn't find it to be uncomfortable in my pocket, even though it's that thick. It's kind of at the back lip of my pocket, and so I just don't feel that it's obtrusive or anything like that. But you can just drop it all the way into the bottom of your pocket, and that's not bad either. Put it in a pack, take it with you camping. You got the double lockout so it won't accidentally go on because it's 2 tricky to try and take it out of lockout. It won't accidentally come out of lockout. So that's good too. I guess my biggest complaint would be, how come you're not making this in green and blue and purple and pink and other kind of colors like that? That'd be pretty cool. I'd definitely get another one if I could get them in colors. So who knows what'll happen down the road. But right now, check out the link. Go to the Nitecore store. Yeah, I like it. And you know what? I'm going to let you go. Stay bright.